All right, is Auto SEO worth it? Let's review some of the pros and cons, talk about this tool, what it's best for, what it's not so good for, and then we're going to also talk about an alternative that you can use as well. So basically, Auto SEO is a tool that you can use to produce content and get found and recommended by ChatGPT, Perplexity, and Google. This is the platform right here. Where this is becoming more and more important because the AI overview, AI citations are stealing a lot of traffic. So you want to produce content to be able to get featured in there. Otherwise, you're missing out on a lot of traffic opportunities. So basically, this is just a rundown of the platform, some of the features that it has on here. But I want to break down this specifically so you can kind of visually see the pros and cons of this platform. So basically what it does is it publishes one deep researched article per day, builds back. I'm not sure if you can do more than that, but that's kind of like their thing. Builds backlinks via its own customer network, aims to get you recommended by Google, ChatGPT, Perplexity, and works with WordPress, Shopify, Webflow, Wix, and more. Probably most websites you can integrate with. Here are some of the pros. So it's true. It's saying it's true hands-off automation. So one expert article published daily with zero technical skills. You set it up once and then it keeps publishing articles. Content plus backlinks in one tool. So most tools do one or another. Basically, this is bundling it together. You can create SEO content, but then you can also get automated backlinks. And they're saying it's built for AI search, GEO, targets ChatGPT and Perplexity recommendations, not just Google. This is kind of where search is heading. So a lot of tools are kind of pitching that. They're saying it's a much cheaper than obviously an agency. Most agencies are a couple $1,000s a month retainer. With this, they're saying that you can replace an agency. Transparency dashboard, you can see every article and backlink before and after. And then reviews, they're saying overall it's gotten good reviews. So let's go into some of the cons here. These are probably what you're looking for the most. It's not truly hands-free. They're saying reviewers are saying you still need to review, fact check, and edit accuracy slips on certain niche topics. So it's not as accurate as they claim for it to be. So it's gonna be hard to fully automate it. It's hard to cancel. There's cancellation horror stories, which is never a good thing. That's a problem. Results are slow. Sustainable, not rapid. Multiple users say traction and backlinks come slower than the marketing implies. Limited control over output. There's less customization than doing yourself. So that's something that if it's not highly customizable, that could be a problem depending on what you want to use it for. And then obviously the volume and quality risk. They're saying if you're not monitoring this and you're doing 30 articles and it's thin content that's not adding value, it could be a problem. And that's the case with anything that you do. You could use AI for content. You just have to make sure that it adds value and it's not a commodity-based article. That's what Google does not want. That based on their new update that they just did a couple of weeks ago. That's what they said basically. That hey, you can use AI. AI ranking is still a thing. SEO is still a thing, but make sure you're not doing only commodity-based articles. They have to add value. They have to basically add value for the end user. So that's something to keep in mind. So this is Auto SEO, the tool that I think is better. There's a lot more perks and a lot more flexibility, and a lot of these cons that Auto SEO has, Arvo does not have. So this is the alternative to Auto SEO if you want a tool that's a little bit more robust and that doesn't have the cons that Auto SEO has. So first and foremost, this is built for SEO. It's built for to get you ranked in Google, to get you ranked in AI overviews, AI citations, GEO, all the things. Because you can do the same thing. You can generate articles, but there's way more flexibility as far as how you can customize this and how you can create templates for articles to add value to the end user and do exactly what Google wants you to do and not release commodity-based articles. So you can go in here and do SEO articles with just a simple keyword. And then basically you add that. It would add it as an input, and then you can generate the article based on the keyword. The nice thing about this is you can go in here and customize this any way you want. You can add more keywords. You can basically change the language. You can add your own knowledge base, so it's using your website or your training materials or whatever you want to give it to help generate articles that are more customized, more tailored. You can give it structure with your a book now, buy now link. It'll internal link to your other pages, which is really good from an SEO and a structure standpoint. It'll add images, or you can add your own. It'll add videos, or you can add your own YouTube video embedded. So out of the box, it's way more robust than a lot of platforms. And you can kind of go in here and see if you open this up, the structure. So it has alt text, meta description, H2s, H3s, alt text, internal links, here, external links, and the structure that Google's looking for. And then you can highlight and edit any of this. So you can revise any of this with the built-in AI. So I can highlight any of this, make it shorter, rewrite. The AI assistant can do that as well. So that's one of the main things. You can create news articles based on trends, which is really good. This works really well for traffic and help you get cited. You can turn YouTube videos into articles, but you can customize articles as well. So you can create article templates. You can give it your own generation prompt and then the own markdown outline. And you can release stats-based articles. So we did one. Here's one for real estate where you can enter in specific stats. Here's one for e-commerce. So you can create, I've done videos about this before, but you can create your own custom templates, enter in your own variables, and create non-commodity based articles that way, which is really, really cool that you can set up those templates and kind of see that. Here's one we did on for real estate. Where is it at? Down here. It's one of the ones we did down here. Oh, here it is. Here's one on real estate that we did. This was one where we entered stats. Here's one we did for like SpaceX for trending. So you can create non-commodity based articles that way by using variables. And that works really well. The other cool things that you can do a feed and do an auto blog fully automated. So I can go in here and do a keyword feed, news feed, RSS feed, or a YouTube channel feed. You would create this feed simply by going in here and filling this stuff out. And then you can go auto blog, new auto blog, and then you can set up a full automation mode where it'll pull the feed that you select, generate the article, and then publish it. Because you can integrate to any website via the integration. So I go in here, boom, integrate with any website. So I can set up a full automation hands-off blog if I want. And there's a couple of ways that you can do that depending on what feed you want to select. So that works really well. A couple other things that are kind of add-ons that are really, really good. Site Optimizer. You can optimize any of these things on your website. It'll tell you kind of what you have, what it suggests you change it to, and why it's telling you that. So you can learn, and then you basically can hit apply and apply that. Also, if you select all these here, it'll do all these at once. So you can audit and fix your entire website in a couple clicks. Really, really cool. Automatic backlinks. There's a huge backlink pool of all the users on this. There's thousands of users. And you just enter your website and go in the pool. What it does is when you're creating content, it looks at the pool, finds relevant backlinks according to your niche, inserts them as an external link in the article automatically. So you're automatically getting backlinks. And then same thing when people are producing articles, they're going to find your backlinks, interject your links into their articles as well. Most businesses are getting like 1 to 5 backlinks, high quality DR backlinks per day, which is crazy. The other thing, LLM brand monitor. So here is like talking about getting featured in AI overviews, AI search. It's really important, but how do you track it? Well, here's how you track it. You enter your website here. It'll automatically put in prompts that you can track. And you can basically see the visibility. Are you showing up? You can see the sentiment. Is it positive, negative? And then you can work on this. The nice thing is if you know, okay, I want to rank better for this prompt, this search query, then I'm going to go up here and create an article on it and try to get ranked for it. So you can monitor it. You can add in your own prompts, as many as you want. You can go into each prompt and see how you're doing across like ChatGPT, Perplexity, the specific AIs. So super robust, super really good tool. Site Explorer, this is really cool. You can see your site analytics or competitors. You can see the top ranking pages and kind of see how your traffic is going. This is kind of like replaces like Ahrefs. So a lot of flexibility built into this platform, a lot of tools simply to grow your SEO, grow your traffic. My businesses and my clients' businesses that are using this are seeing a lot of traffic growth, way more citations, and of course, way more backlinks. So there is a link below to try this out. Hopefully it helps you make a decision. I'll be back soon with some more good stuff. Check out this other SEO video.